Heyo, it's KO, and Speedy Video and all that stuff. Let me know if you guys want me to change that. I'm not crazy about it, but if you want that changed, you know, that's fine. That's chill. Um, I just wanted to make a little video. I realized that I haven't really been that active on YouTube in terms of developing videos, and I apologize for that. There's just been a lot going on. It's the typical thing with YouTubers where they explain why they haven't made content in a while, which is totally understandable. I'm not dissing them. It's just like, yeah, I'm going through that too. College and wanting to spend time with friends and family during the holidays and stuff like that. But I wanted to push some content out there before I go back to college soon, and just talk about Sonic in 2023. He had a pretty crazy year. I didn't really expect too much, honestly. I thought 2022 was decent enough in content as it was, but we got more. It's kind of wild to think about because we're now back in like the 2000s era where we got content like every other few months, and I mean, not all of it was quality. I mean, that's just kind of to be expected, but we did get a lot out of those years, and it was nice. It was nice that Sonic was in the mainstream again. He was putting out stuff for different people. Sonic X and Sonic Battle and Advance and all that stuff. It was nice. I liked it. So I'm glad we're back in that era. But yeah. We got Murder of Sonic, which was a pretty good visual novel. Personally, I'm not big on those, and I don't think I'll get much out of it outside of like one or two playthroughs. But it was fun. I thought it was charming. I did think it was a little bit mean spirited. I've heard that that's normal for visual novels. I have played Doki Doki, and I do know the main character is a bit of a, he's rude to the girls. So maybe that's normal. I don't know. I also think it's a bit overhyped. I saw people like saying it's better than Frontiers, or I one person said they would prefer if the whole franchise went visual novel instead of platformer, and I'm just kind of like, cool that you like the game and you have preferences, but why would you say that? It's fine if they make more visual novels and other different genre games for like fun, but I don't think it should overshadow the platformers because that is kind of Sonic's identity. He's a high speed platformer. So I don't really think you should be saying that. But, uh, it is what it is, I suppose. We got three pretty big updates for Sonic Frontiers, which I was very happy about because I love Frontiers. I know it's not everybody's bread and butter, but I I enjoyed it. I nowadays I have like 350 hours logged into it, and you can call me crazy, sure, but something about it that just feels replayable to me. And you wouldn't think that. You would think it's like, mindless or boring or something. No, to me, I find it fun. I find it fun. But yeah, update one was pretty small in scale, but we got a decent amount of content. We had photo mode, jukebox, and new challenge modes, which unlocked you the extreme difficulty and the power boost in cyberspace, and I thought they were pretty fun. Then we got update two, which we all thought would be like a whatever update because like, oh, new Coco, okay, so they'll just have like cosmetics or something. Uh, no, we got open zone challenge, which is called Action Chain Challenge, and you go around the island doing a bunch of stuff to gain points, which I think is fun. We got the birthday cosmetics, and they decorated a lot more than I expected. They decorated the islands and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty crazy, actually. Um, and then we got the new Coco, which we all thought would be like cosmetics or something, but no, they're brand new Coco that costs more than the usual Coco, and you bring it back to the elder Coco, and he'll give you a boost gauge upgrade. So that's cool. That another aspect of your stats can be upgraded in the game. It's a bit more of a like, oh, you get to boost longer. It's more of like it's not a necessity, but if you wanted to boost longer, there you go. There you go. And we got a bunch of great physics options. He can maintain boost during a jump, so he keeps all his momentum when he goes jumping forward. He can't stop on a dime with a slider, although personally for me, I prefer stopping on a dime. Because with games like Unleashed, I feel like I'm slippery. And on tighter platforming in that game, it's kind of annoying to play through. But for those that want it, I mean, hey, there you go. Um, and then update 3, which was massive in scale and pretty impressive for, you know, the short amount of time they had to make it and as much as they added to it. There's like 3 new playable characters with skill trees and stats. There were brand new guardians across the island, new platforming sections for all 4 characters, new cyberspace levels that were incredible. Um, they took the Rhea towers and added new level design to them and like new little trials you can do when you get to the top of them. That was fun. The difficulty spike was insane, but I appreciate that because Chaos Island was getting a little closer to being a harder difficulty in the base game. So having the final island be like difficult, it like the most difficult, it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. You know, it's a gradual difficulty, which I appreciate that. A lot of people do not like the difficulty, but for me, I want more of it in future games. Just not make it optional, like have a hard, easy mode toggle, you know. But yeah, that was pretty fun. We got Sonic Prime Season 2. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoy the show. I do think Sonic is a little strange characterization wise, but you know, I mean, I think he's fine. I guess I like the voice actor at least, and the animation's incredible. Um, Sonic Superstars. I beat the main campaign recently. I'll probably beat the unlockable story. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but yeah. Um, it's fun. I like it. Sonic fans are a little overreactive about it, I think. I mean, it's fine if you don't like it, but I don't know. It's not that bad of a game. I thought it had. I thought all the levels were fun, even the ones that people are like dreading. Like, was it Press Factory? I heard people don't like. I thought it was fine. I mean, I didn't struggle too much. But I mean, you know, it's about preferences, which will lead me into my discussion aspect of the video. And we got a short with Superstars, which was pretty charming. I thought it was cute. I liked it a lot. Tails Tube has been running. I think it's a cute little web series. It's nothing amazing, nothing special, but I think it's fun to watch. I like it. It's nice hearing the voice actors play around with the characters from time to time. And I believe that's everything we got that year. Oh yeah, Dream Team, Dream Team. Oh my gosh, Dream Team. I didn't mean. I really do like Dream Team. I don't think it's incredible like everyone says it is. It's a fun little game. I beat it. It's pretty good. I like the level design. I think I'd like to see it implemented in the next 3D game. But it's nothing amazing. It's like Murder of Sonic, where it's like Yeah, it's a pretty good, fun little game, but I don't think it surpasses Frontiers, at least for me, anyways. But again, that's just preference talking. But yeah, overall, there was a lot to look forward to this year, and 2024 will probably give us more. I mean, in an interview, I think it was Izuka, he said that he wants a timeline where Sonic is seen every day. Although I think every day is a bit of a crazy idea, but every throughout like 10 times throughout the whole month or year, uh, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm always excited for new Sonic content. I'm not like a shill or anything, but I'm always looking forward to new Sonic content. I love seeing what they cook up at Sonic Team and Paramount and Netflix and all that stuff. I love seeing what they put together. Regardless of quality, it's always fun seeing a new Sonic product come out. It's always really fun. You never know what they're gonna do next. It's fun. I'm along for the ride, you know. I know the third movie's out next year or this year. The Knuckles TV show for the movies is out this year. They have not shown anything for that yet. There's rumors of a new game with Shadow in it, which makes sense because they want that corporate movie synergy stuff going on. So I respect that. I understand. um, and I'm sure there'll be a short to go with it, like a little funny animated web short to go with it, and a couple spin-off games or something like that, mobile games, stuff like that. It's gonna be fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. But yeah, it was a pretty packed year for Sonic. Not a lot of stuff I really expected to see. I'm very excited for the near future, seeing what they cook up, and yeah, uh, pretty cool year. But that was just like the main aspect of the video. I want to go into the discussion aspect. So, um, yeah, that was like just me looking over the year, So, all right, so the discussion. Okay. Um, so I'm pretty frequent commenting on YouTube. I'm sure you've noticed me with the little bunny profile picture and all that stuff. But I'm told a lot by a lot of people that who cares what Sonic fans say when they say you're bad for liking this game or you shouldn't like it or Sonic fans like this why or something like that. And I totally agree with you. And I'll admit I do think I get a bit too worried about that kind of stuff. I agree with you there. I totally agree with you. But the thing is, I don't really think that you should be acting like that. Not the people telling me to not do that, but the people saying you shouldn't enjoy the game. And I've done plenty of videos. I've done like a few videos already about Sonic fans and their silly stuff. And this will be like the last time I ever do that. After this, I'll start making videos that are more discussion based, about shows and movies and games and like fun little topics. I got a video in the works about Squidward from SpongeBob and uh, how the modern crew treats him versus how the classic crew, oh my god, treats him. And that'll be a fun video to work on, something non-Sonic related for once. But I just want to dedicate the second topic to just discussing this. I was raised by a very kind mother, and I was always taught to respect people. It's just kind of the thing you have to do when you grow up, and I never really liked when there were people on the internet who were just extremely dismissive of others and gatekeep media from them just because they personally don't like it themselves. And it's just, I just don't understand it. Like, if you don't like Frontiers, if you don't like Generations, if you don't like Forces, if you don't like Sonic 4, if you don't like Colors Ultimate, Origins. Oh, that's right. Origins Plus came out in 2023 too. I forgot. Oh my god. Not that I forgot because it's bad. It's just that I forgot because there was so much I just couldn't keep track of all of it. But Origins Plus was pretty decent. I think Knuckles should have been CD from the beginning, and Amy is cool, and the Game Gear games are cool, even though I don't play them. But yeah, nothing mind blowing, but a fun little package for your Origins. But yeah, I totally respect if people tell me to not worry about what fans say. Like, if somebody tells you to stop liking something, you would just keep doing it anyways because it's you. You do what you want to do. You shouldn't have to listen to them. Why do they matter? And I agree completely, but I just think it should stop. And it wouldn't be so bad, if it was like a minority, like just random fans on Twitter just being crazy and stuff. That'd be okay. It wouldn't be so bad. But it has gone bad because now professional YouTubers and popular modders in the Sonic community are advocating for that kind of mindset. I won't say who, but there is a modder I don't like that actively shuts down hype for things he's personally not hyped for. Again, like, if you're not hyped for something, that's fine. Not everybody's going to like Frontiers. I love it, but I know not everybody is going to love it. That's just not how it works. People have different tastes. It'd be boring if everybody had the same taste. But just because you don't like it doesn't mean you should shut out others for liking it too. It paints a very negative light on you, especially if you're like a professional YouTuber, a well-known YouTuber, or a well-known modder that people like and look up to. I don't think you should be sending them the message, but that people shouldn't like games. Like, if you do that, I don't really view you as a great role model in the Sonic community. Because a lot of people look up to modders and fan game developers. They see them as people that they can be inspired by to make their own projects in the future. And that's cool. But if you're a very well-known modder and you tell somebody who likes Frontiers, why are you hyping it up? It's garbage. You like mediocre slop. You're not going to have the best positive reception in that community. And you will be kind of viewed negatively, it's just how it is. And I completely acknowledge that not everybody who watches it, not the entire community isn't going to watch my videos. Nobody like noticeable is going to see this and change the error of their ways or anything like that. I acknowledge that. But I like to make these videos about Sonic fans because I do not like seeing Sonic fans alienate other parts of the fan base, because that completely goes against what Sonic is. And as cheesy as it is, as cheesy as it is, games like Forces and Frontiers push the idea that, work together, be there for your friends and stuff like that. And the fan base is kind of the opposite of that. And I understand that fan bases are just like this for any media. It's not just Sonic exclusive. But for the most notable people, like the popular modders and YouTubers who are doing this, it's not a good view on you, and you should probably change that. Who cares if people like Frontiers? Who cares if someone likes Forces? Like, why does it harm you? You can not like it, people can like it, just move on. It's okay. It's not hurting you. And they also bring up the idea that if you like this, they'll go harder on it in the future games. I'm sorry, but me liking Frontiers does not mean that the next game is going to have 2D sections, hyper realistic worlds, and remade level design from past games. And it's a bit silly to assume that. If anything, if Final Horizon, heck, even Frontiers itself, is anything to go by, the loudest majority that Sonic Team and Sega listen to are the people that criticize the games and give them feedback. Like, the people that love the Frontiers for what it did. And if there are people that love 2D sections, if there are people that love the cyberspace levels in the base game, the non-original ones, if people that love the hyper-realistic worlds, they're not the majority. So I don't think you should be worried about what Sega's listening to if they're listening to specifically the people that give them criticism and feedback. So, it's just a little silly to me. But, but, yeah. Just be respectful of opinions, essentially. If somebody doesn't like something, don't even bother messing with them. If somebody likes something, don't even bother messing with them. It's not worth it. You're not going to convince them, and they can do what they want. Those are my 3 takeaways from that instance. And, if you're an account that dedicates its entire personality of the account to, like, hating people for liking Frontiers and saying it's bad game, garbage, mediocre slop, everything like that, cool, good on you, I suppose. But it's not a very good mindset to have, and you shouldn't be acting like that anyways. But I acknowledge that there's just babies in the Sonic fan base, and there's nothing I can really do about that. My videos aren't going to, like, change the world or anything. But it is nice to make these videos and talk about my feelings, and hopefully you guys watch it and, hear me out on this one. Understand where I'm coming from. Maybe if you did have that mindset, maybe you'll stop. I don't know. But even then, I just want to make videos where I talk about how I feel. Like, it feels nice talking about how I feel and sharing it with you guys and just being straightforward, Like, I just don't understand why it's so hard for Sonic fans to not alienate others all the time. It's so obnoxious, honestly. And again, it wouldn't be so bad, but there are popular names doing this too, like YouTubers and modders and fan game devs. And it's just like, why? You're supposed to be an inspirational role model. You want to inspire somebody to act that way? To alienate fans? I don't get it. I really don't. But it is what it is. I'm not going to ever be able to change how a fan base views anything anymore. This isn't me, like, trying to convince every single fan in the world to stop. It's just me venting my frustrations and being a little more straightforward with where my head's at in that situation and all that. But yeah, it's just how fan bases are, I suppose. But to anybody that, if you like Forces, to anybody watching, if you like Forces, if you like Sonic 4, if you like Frontiers, if you like Origins and Colors Ultimate and Lost World and '06, just know I respect you. I would never do that to somebody. If you like a certain game, that's totally fine. My Murder of Sonic comment earlier wasn't me dismissing that people shouldn't like the game. It's more so just me saying, why would you say that Sonic should be a visual novel series explicitly instead of a platformer? It's just a little bizarre to me. But yeah, it is what it is. But but yeah, anybody that likes the games, any kind of games, you're respected. I respect you. It's a safe space here in the channel, and you don't have to worry. If anybody tells you to not like something, just walk away. Don't interact with them. It's what I've learned. Just walk away from them and keep playing the game. It's like in spite of them. You're spiting them because you're playing the game they don't want you to play. And that's a way to not directly say, haha, who cares, you know? But yeah, I mean, I like Lost World. I love Frontiers. I find good aspects in Forces, even Forces, and '06 is a great game. If P06 is anything to go by, it's clear that if the game was polished at release, it'd be a pretty good game. So, and it's still a good game as it is. I mean, I don't have that many problems when playing it, except for slowdown, which is a little annoying. But you know, I don't know. I enjoyed the level design, so I just play what I play. But yeah, but that's all that I wanted to say. This is just a video to, if anybody wanted to hear, if anybody's been dismissed because they like something or something like that, just know that you're respected. And as long as people respect what I like, even though they don't like a certain game, if you don't like Frontiers, but you respect me, I respect you. I respect that you don't like Frontiers. I can understand why people wouldn't. I mean, it's a pretty divisive game, and I can understand why. But if you come into my comments and start calling me a slop eater, or I like any Sonic trash or something, I'm chances are I'm not gonna like you. That's just how it works. If you're hostile towards me, I'm hostile toward. Well, I'm not hostile, but I don't like you anymore. But if you respect me, I respect you, and there's a chance there. There's a chance. But you know, this video wasn't scripted. I'm just talking off the top of my head, just spouting thoughts as it goes along. So apologies for the pauses or something, or the stutters or missteps in what I say and all that. But I just wanted to vent, talk about my feelings on the matter and all that stuff. Thank you for listening. Again, to anybody watching who likes these kind of games, don't feel afraid. Don't let them try to change you or anything. Keep liking what you're liking. And hey, here's to the next year of Sonic. Let's see what they pull out for this year. I'm sure it'll be crazy stuff. I'm pretty sure. Looking forward to movie 3, looking forward to Knuckles series, looking forward to if we get a Shadow game or something. It's gonna be a fun year. It's always a fun year. Sonic's always pulling out the stops for every year. It's always pretty crazy. And just remember, even though it's good advice to tell someone they shouldn't care, it's common sense to just not tell people off for liking the game. And it goes both ways, I'm aware, but it's been, in my experience, more of a one. I've seen more of one side than I have the other. And personally, I'm sure it's a balance, but I've been told off for liking games more than I have seen people told off for disliking games. And I've seen instances of it, and bad instances, believe me. I have. I've seen the wars. I've seen the wars. But a positive feeling feels better than negative feeling, and I feel like it's important to acknowledge that side because not a lot of YouTubers that cover the Sonic fan base ever cover the positive side. Nobody ever covers the aspect where people are shunned for liking something. It's always people that are shunned for disliking something. And I understand that's negativity for views or whatever, but I'm honest here. I want to acknowledge the positive side. I want to acknowledge that people are also hated on and dismissed for liking something. It's a two-way street. I've seen it happen both ways. And if nobody else is going to talk about it on the other side, then I will. And I don't really care if people would be upset for me not covering the other side. I've covered the other side already. And I'm focused on the positive side in this video. I want to shed light on people that are less valued, it seems. And you are valued. I want you to remember that. But yeah, this was a long video. Probably one of my longer ones. Probably my longest one. But thank you for listening and watching. And again, here's the 2024. See what Sega pulls out for Sonic. I'm sure it'll be something exciting. All right. See you guys.